Welcome back to Nurse Mark. If I can do it, you can do it. I have a 2006 Toyota Sienna V6 3.3 liter engine, and my alternator's going bad, and I'm going to show you how to replace the alternator, which is right here. And my battery's going dead, so I took it to AutoZone and they said the battery's fine and it could be the alternator. So I ordered an alternator and a starter, so I'll show you how to replace those. First thing you want to do, because you're dealing with the electricity and alternators, you want to take off the negative cable, but I have to get to the starter in here, so I have to remove all this stuff in here. So I'm just going to take the battery out. But if you're just doing the alternator, you just take the negative cable off. I already loosened it. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to remove this battery. I'll show you what's next. Alright, so I took the battery out. So here's the positive cable, here's the negative. And this tray comes out here. Take that tray out. And then this air intake comes off. That's the 10mm socket. This is a 10mm and 10mm right here. I'm just going to loosen them and then I'll show you how it's off, because I know you don't want to watch this. Alright, to get this off, I just took these two bolts off right here, and then you got to pop this clip off here, right here, right there. Just pop that. It's a little clip. Looks like I destroyed it a little bit, but it should go back in. And then just kind of comes out right here. So it's air intake. Next, we're going to take the rest of this air intake off here with a 10mm bolt. I bought one of these air ratchets because I saw these mechanics and I thought it'd make it a lot easier. So you just take this 10mm off, and I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, I took the 10mm bolt off here. We're going to take this out later once we can get this air filter off. That's a 10mm bolt. So like I said, I'm just going to hook that up. We're going to do that, take that off. Once I get the air filter off, I'll show you that. You have to take this mass airflow sensor off. And that just, you can see the clip there, right on the back here. You just clip that and pull it off. I had this all apart when I did my spark plugs because I cleaned out the mass airflow sensor and the throttle body. I've done this, so I know what I'm doing on this one. Alright, so once I get this off, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I have this 10mm bolt loose for the air filter. You pop off this thing right here, push this down, pull. That's the mass airflow sensor. And then I'm going to pop this off, unhook this. I guess that comes by the manufacturer because I never did that. It comes red. Just pull that off. And then these two back here, they're green. Just tells you it goes up on the, where's it at? You just pop those off. Just remember which one goes on top and which one goes on the bottom. Then I'm going to take this air filter off, okay? Oh, and I forgot to tell you, you got to loosen this clamp here. And I already loosened it. It's already loose. So you can take this whole cap off. Like I said, just remember when you take these off, it came off here on the back side of this. See how one's yellow? There you go, you can see it better there. The top one's yellow, the bottom one's not marked. One of these is marked yellow. Somewhere. There it is. See it? That goes on the top. Just remember that when you hook them back up. And there's your air filter. Just take that out. We'll go next step. Okay, I took that off. Took the air filter out. Put them over there. Now the next thing you want to do is take this tray out. and these are the 10mm bolts there and there. Take those out, and then we should be able to pull that out. Okay, I just took that big tube out right there. That was hooked to the bottom of this, and I can't get this piece off here. So all I did was lift it up like this. Just lift it up and I put it over here, just out of the way. So I'm just laying it on top. So now it exposes everything here. So here's my cable. Next I got to take this bracket out right here. And those are two 10mm bolts, and I'm just going to lay those aside. Okay? So that's next. Okay, so I got that bracket out. It was on here. It was right there. Okay, and then I just took the positive cable that was here. I just unclamped it right there. I guess you don't have to do that. I'm just giving it more room. I'm hooking it under here. And then there's your starter right there, you guys. There's the starter, so we got to take this off and take this off. And then there's bolts here. See the bolt right there? We got to take that out, and there's one on the other side. See if I can find it. Put the light on here. Oh, the light is on. Hold on. Oh, there it is. See it? The bolt holding on the starter there. There's a bolt right there. And there. And we'll take those two pieces off there. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'll show you. I got the two bolts out. You can see the one right there on the starter. And then the one on the other side, you can see it right there. See it? That one's out. Okay? So now I just got to take these two things off. And these you got to push these clamps, like, you know, pull that back and unbolt that. And then pull that clip off. And I'll show you when it's out. Okay, you guys. I went ahead and took that off right there from here. Just screwed that. That was a 12mm bolt, I believe. Then I just pulled this off right here. Remember, you had to push this down, right? And pull that out. And next, you just gently pull this. Hold on, I'm recording. I just stopped it. So, all right. So here's your starter. Right here, everything's loose. Remember, they took the bolt out, so just kind of wiggle it out. Wiggle, wiggle. There we go. And then just take her out. There it is. And that's the hole there. Now I'm going to save this because I don't have the new piece yet. It's on order. But if I don't have these pieces, I don't know what comes in the new stuff. But there's your two bolts. There's your two bolts. Now this starter's not bad, but again, while I'm in there, I might as well do this stuff. And then there's your two hookups. So, all right, I'll be back and show you how to put it back in. The next, we're going to show you how to do the alternator after this. I took the starter out, and we're going to put that back in. I got it off rockauto.com, and we're just going to install this. So this just goes in like this. Just going to be gentle with it. It's got gears on it. And just push it in gently. It should just click in. There we go. Just click. That's real easy. Now I need two hands, so I'm going to put the bolts in. I got all the parts over there. Put the bolts in and hook the connections back up, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I tightened down the bolts. I don't know the torque specs, so I just tightened them down snug. You know where it is? Oh, there it is. There's one, And there's two. Tighten it. Next I'm gonna hook these up. Just push that clip in, which is right up here. So I'll have those hooked up and I'll be back. Okay, so I got those clamps put on there. Just put those connections on. Next you're going to get this tube here, this big long air duct here. You're going to remember to put that in. It gets bolted here. I put it in already and I forgot to put, don't forget to get this in, that goes in there like that. Okay, I forgot, I had to take it back apart. And then from there I'll get the next piece. Alright, we've got that tightened down. That's in the hole down there. You can see it. See there? You got to get that connected to that. And then your next piece is this metal, which gets hooked right in here. These two bolts there, right there. So I'll go tighten those down and I'll be back. Okay? Alright, so we have that in. That bracket, that's going to hold. That's going to go to this piece here. Remember that one? It's got 3 bolts we're going to screw in. So as you can see, they're going to go there. And then the top part's going to go there. I'll be back. Alright, so I got this piece in. I just screwed those, you know, the 3 screws down, bolts. And I put my air filter in. I could get a new one, but I don't have one right now. Next is this box here. That's the mass airflow sensor in there. And put that on top, screw it down, and then plug in your wires. Okay? I'll be back for that. Okay. I put the air filter in. Put that top one on. Don't forget about hooking up the mass airflow sensor. And that's back here. I put right there. And just make sure you clip that on. That just clips on like that. That's it. And then next, we're going to hook up these. But I've got a few. Remember the color-coded one? That's not. Give me a second, I'm going to have to figure, there it is. There's green. And then green goes on, or yellow. Yellow and yellow. So that's the top one that has to go on. It's hard to look this and look at the camera at the same time. And this one goes down here. If yours aren't colored, I don't know who colored, I don't know if it comes from the dealer or not. So, alright, I've got this one left. This one's white. Well, that's yellow. I'm going to have to figure this out again. I'm going to have to go back to old videos and see where these go. Alright, so I hooked up this line there. And it went here. Hooked up to this. Now we're all hooked up. Okay, I went ahead and put on this piece here. Now I got to do the battery cable, the plate, and the battery, and that's it. We'll hook those up and we're done. Alright, Nurse Mark here, I'm done. I just showed you where I just hooked up the battery, put these components in, hooked up everything, mass airflow sensor. Alright, again, I put the starter in. Again, this is just a process to show you. This isn't technical information how to do it. I don't know the torque specs, whatnot. I just want to know if you want to save money. You can do it yourself. This isn't a how-to video. It's just a video to show, hey, if I can do this stuff, I'm not a mechanic. If I can do it, you can do it. That's all this is all about. So, yeah, don't take my advice with this stuff. Just take the process that you can do it yourself, along with the alternator. For Pete's sake, it was just 3 bolts and they want 680 bucks to do this. I did it for 200 myself. Then I tightened down the belt. We're ready to go. Now I'm going to start it. See how we do. Okay, here's the test. Let's start it. Well, the starter works, doesn't it? Well, it worked before. I just gotta... There it is. There's my old one. Like I said, I just wanted to put it in since it's got, you know, this many miles. I hope this helps somebody. If you want to save money, do it yourself. I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.